Hello, and welcome to the Rowan Tree Month, which starts today, January 21st. This is a sacred time, and we're approaching the threshold between winter and spring. Imbolc is just around the corner, and this is a time when we are approaching growth, right? We're still in the dark months, but we are starting to approach the act of possibility and the act of becoming. Rowan is a tree that is the guardian of boundaries and intuition. The medicine of the Rowan is subtle and powerful. It's protective, but it's not hardening. It's not calcified boundaries. And I saw something recently on Instagram, and I obviously can't find it because I didn't save it, but I'll update the caption for this post if I do see the creator on my feed again. And this creator was talking about the difference between a few things, but specifically rules and boundaries. Rules are things you put onto other people. Boundaries are things you set for yourself. So she used the example of emails. We often think a boundary is don't email me after 10 p.m. That's a rule for somebody else. A boundary is I don't answer emails after 10 p.m. How beautiful is that? I don't know. That just like flipped a switch for me. Maybe it's something you already knew, but I thought that was really, I don't know, profound. And I love that then as I was preparing for the ritual today, all of these themes around boundaries were coming up. And I love that Rowan is really the guardian of that. It's funny how there are these little synchronicities, right? So this is a ritual that is an invitation to soften and investigate boundaries, because boundaries are important and a fluid boundary isn't a boundary at all. And if a boundary is something we set for ourselves, we have to investigate them every now and then to make sure that it still aligns with who we are and where we're headed and our own personal North Star. So, boundaries should be solid, but they shouldn't be fixed, if that makes sense. That's sort of my thoughts on that. So this is about a 15-minute ritual, and it's designed to support you through this season while calling on the magic of the Rowan with grounding, energetic protection, release, and some intention setting. You don't need anything. However, if you have a candle, white or red is great. I don't have one right now. I'm sure you've seen, I've posted a million times. I just moved and I have my candles, but I can't find my candle holders. They're in a box. So a white or a red candle is great. A small stick or branch, or you could even use a crystal. And this is going to be the physical embodiment of today's work. And we'll keep it with us throughout the month of the Rowan. And it acts as a visual reminder as you move through this month. Today, I brought two options for myself. I have a red jasper and I have a hematoid quartz. That's what I'll be working with today. You can always have a journal and pen if you're into that sort of thing. And then something red. So my something red is this. Or you could wear red or put on some red lipstick if your boundaries are around sort of communicating. That could be a really good idea. So I'm going to be using these red crystals as my physical embodiment of the work I'm doing, and also my something red. And again, you don't have to have any of this. It's okay if you don't. You are enough. So come back to this ritual anytime you're feeling maybe energetically a little too porous or overwhelmed. If you are in a transition between chapters in your life. If you feel unsure of your boundaries, or if you want to reinvestigate your boundaries, it's good to check in every now and then. Or if you're ever feeling disconnected from your intuition, or if you're looking for some protection without rigid pushing away type of armor. And you can return to this ritual as many times as you need. Okay, let's dive in. If you need to grab anything, go ahead and pause the video now. Welcome back. Let's take a moment to arrive. I'm going to arrive with a sip of water. let's start to expand the breath, keeping it gentle, in through the nose, and then out through the mouth like you're breathing through a straw. Fluttering the eyes closed if that feels good. And continue breathing that way. Let it be gentle. See if you can welcome some ease into this breath. And let the exhale be longer than the inhale by any amount. And feel the subtle movements of the body, the expansion on the inhale, the arriving and settling of the exhale. This is the Rowan tree month. Keep breathing just as you are. A threshold as we approach the change from winter to spring. A threshold between holding and resting and blooming. A threshold between the past and what is ahead. Rowan teaches us protection, intuition, and softness that lives within courage. Not force or rushing, but a steadiness, a strength that is able to listen. If you've brought a candle, please light it now. If not, that's okay. Bring to the mind's eye a steady flame before you, calm and alive. And take a couple of breaths here with the physical or visualized candle flame in front of you. Go ahead and place a hand on the heart or hands on the legs, just hands somewhere on the body. Rowan tree, guardian of thresholds, keeper of sacred boundaries, protector of our intuition, we invite your presence now. Rowan, you who grow where others struggle, you who root into rocky, uncertain ground, you who teach strength without hardness and protection without isolation. Rowan, please walk with us this month. Stand at the edges of our energy. Help us discern what belongs and what should stay and what we can release. Rowan, may your medicine be gentle. Rowan, may your protection be steady. And Rowan, may your wisdom be felt in our bodies. Take a few more breaths here to sense the presence of the Rowan tree. See if you can sense it within you as well, not something that exists only outside of ourselves, but an energy that lives within, an intelligence that is already deep within ourselves. Keeping the hand on the body, feel the warmth beneath your palms. Continue to feel your breath moving naturally, the body moving naturally as well, depending on where your hands are placed. Perhaps you feel the breath or the beat of the heart. Perhaps you feel the buzz of your beautifully alive body. Really feeling that contact. Repeat after me, silently or out loud. I am safe in my body. I am protected in my energy. I trust what I feel. I am safe in my body. I am protected in my energy. I trust what I feel. Now start to imagine roots growing down from your body, any points of contact, the soles of your feet, your sits bones, rooting down, even from the top of the head, rooting down through the body. These roots moving through the floor, the base of the building, finally touching true earth, feeling your roots reach the dirt. And let yourself embody the power of the Rowan tree. Your roots do not need perfect conditions to grow. Your roots and you can find stability exactly where you are. Feel the earth holding you, supporting you. You're not floating, we're not bracing for spring, we are rooted. Breathing here for a few moments. Now, if you have an object, take that now. Again, totally optional. This object, or in my case, these objects, these crystals, these are visual representations of the work we're doing today. And these represent the boundaries. It's not a wall, it's not a force field, it's a living thing. Your boundaries are a living, breathing thing. And while they should be steadfast, you should also be able to grow with them, right? So hold your object or place your hands on your object if it's with you now. And repeat after me. Rowan, wrap me in your protection. Shield me from what is not mine. And release what no longer belongs. Rowan, wrap me in your protection. Shield me from what is not mine. Release what no longer belongs. Fluttering the eyes closed, visualize a soft red light forming around your object, up through the arms, up into the hands, moving slowly, coming around the entire body like a beautiful, soft red light aura all around you. The boundary is breathing with you, protecting you, but not cutting you off from connection. Notice how your body and breath responds. Don't assign right, wrong, good, or bad. Just notice if there's any felt sense in the body. Rowan also reminds us that boundaries and protection do not inherently require tension. Now bring your awareness into your body, feeling that red light all around you. You can take your hands off of your object or place your object down if that feels best. And feel into that beautifully protective, alive red light. Ask yourself and ask it, what am I ready to release? No need to force an answer. The thought is to our own boundaries, but whatever comes up is perfect. Maybe it's a boundary you've put too strictly on yourself, right? Sometimes boundaries they are rules that we give ourselves as a way to shield, hopefully in a beautifully alive and present way, not too rigid, right? But a boundary can feel like it's a rule we give ourselves as protection from out there. And sometimes we put boundaries on ourselves that are masquerading as expectations that are limiting us. Whatever comes up, say to yourself, I release what has completed its cycle. Thank you for what you've taught me. I let you go. And start to see this being carried away from the body. Perhaps small bits of that beautiful red light take, like little bubbles, take the things that are not working and carry them away. Continue breathing through this, letting this be gentle work as well. We can always grow, we can always change, we can always come back to our center. Now bring a hand back to your heart or back to your body and ask yourself, what is my intuition telling me right now? You can pause the video if you want to journal about this or sit with this longer. Let it come up naturally. What is my intuition whispering to me right now, or shouting, or speaking clearly, right? It doesn't have to always feel like a whisper, but sometimes it can. What's my intuition telling me right now? And trust whatever comes through, even if it doesn't make sense right away, or even if it feels subtle, or it's not a complete sentence. Just stick with it. It's the medicine of the Rowan. It's not always bold. It can be gentle. Now, with this knowledge, speak aloud or journal about the following. This month, I choose, you fill in the blank. Let it come up. Don't boundary yourself out of hearing the truth of your heart. This month, I choose. Let it be simple. Let it be kind. This boundary is an agreement with yourself. And how can your boundaries support this thing that you've chosen for the month of the Rowan? Feel free to pause the video if you want to journal more here. We'll close out. Feel free to flutter the eyes closed. Rowan tree, thank you for your medicine. Thank you for your protection, your wisdom, and your presence. May I walk this month rooted and intuitive, protected yet open, gentle yet brave. If you have a candle lit, blow it out gently now with gratitude, not with urgency. You can also let the candle burn all the way down, depending on the size of candle that you brought with us today. Carry Rowan with you as you move through the weeks ahead. Let protection feel gentle. Let protection feel like support, like a lovely hug, not armor. Your ritual is complete. Thank you for joining me today.